Hey everybody, Adam here, and back with a little more Vintage Cube. So I figured we had time for one more before Cube goes down for the season, and this sounded like as good a night as any. So we're gonna play a little more Vintage Cube. Quick disclaimer: yes, my hair is gone. No, this is not some sort of weird statement or anything. Don't stress about it. After the multiple color changes over the past few months, my hair just started to get a little dried out, a little fried. So I recently cut my hair off in order to let healthy new growth come in and get rid of all the kind of dead garbage hair that was still hanging out. Yes, my hair will be back. It will be long again, and there will be all sorts of random colors and shenanigans. Right now, we just needed to get rid of all of the dead stuff that was left up there. So there it is. So for the foreseeable future, you get to see me in various weird stages of hair growth that some of you have probably never seen me in my life. So there's that. But without any further ado, we're going to dive right in, and we're going to play some Vintage Cube tonight and have a great time. Hopefully everyone is having a great week so far. I appreciate you joining us this delightful, scalding Tuesday. Currently, like, borderline, my computer says it's currently 74 degrees at almost 10 p.m. It has been miserable hot here, so I hope that you are all staying cool and taking care of yourselves. Alright. Finish your 3 remaining Vintage Cube matches before the league ends. I'm trying. Pair me. Put me into a draft. So, story goes, I'm actually going to be on a long weekend, so the likelihood for bonus content this weekend, not 0. Okay. What have we not done so far? Like, Gideon Jura, okay. This Intrepid Adversary, probably okay. We could try to Storm. Do we try to Storm? We can just do it. Listen, I'm cool throwing play points away. Let's try to Storm. So we'll take Desperate Ritual. We'll take Electromancer. Tellurian Academy though. Gross. Abrade is fine. Fiery Islet good. Vamp Tutor, good. Vamp Tutor, quite good, in fact. We just have to find kill conditions. So the hardest part of playing Storm, actually, is actually finding ways to end the game. Turns out, like, a lot of times when I've tried to play Storm in Vintage Cube before, you end up in these weird positions where you have, like, all sorts of engine and very little payoff. We are interested in things like High Tide, Palancron. Gross. It's like probably Ancestral Vision, but I'm also not like super thrilled about it. Bazaar is like fine, actually, funny enough. Signet, okay. Stormcaller. Seething Song? Seething Song. Like, Seething Song is reasonable in the event that we end up in some, like, big red deck. If all else fails. Stormcaller also very good. We're just gonna plant our flag in a Storm, and if it doesn't happen, like, oh well. Like, this is the card I'm least likely to play at this point, and it's still fine. Man, a flare. Chain Light the Tendrils. Wow, we almost missed that one. Yeah, this is like take tendrils. 1, 2, 3, 10 cards. And like half of this we're okay wheeling. Dope. Get in tendrils. Gonti deals 2 damage to you. Exile top card of your library. You may play it. That seems reasonable, actually. Heartbeat. Heartbeat also good. Life from the Loam. Tundra. Light up the stage. Faithless Looting. Ignite Memories. Copperline Gorge? Duress. It's a braid. Weird. Guess trophy? Burst lightning, I suppose? Grief isn't really the one. We got Mana Flare. Yeah. Probably not playing that. So, this is actually great. We got 2 win conditions reasonably quickly. There's a chance that we don't end up playing this Ancestral Vision. I would be interested in Black Rituals, Manamorphose, fast mana like Lotus Petal and Moxes. Lotus Bloom was a card we could have taken. Visionary is actually fine. Okay. Ms. Mortars. What do you do? Destroy artifacts and enchantments. Sure. I need Strata Course here. I could... there's a conversation to be had about things like Monolith, but I think that Charta Course is just the answer. Alright. Portent, Dak Faden, Glen Elendra's good. Seal is fine. Raging Ravine, like, kind of okay. I don't hate this Dak Faden. Dak Faden is just another thing to do if we fail. Seal is, like, not great. We could, like, reasonably take Seal, but I don't think it's fantastic. I'm gonna take Dak Faden. Twist, Jace, Eureka, Steam Vents? Steam Vents looks good. Ponder, also fine. I'm gonna take Ponder. Regrowth good. Tinker could be sick if we can find the right stuff for it. Dark Ritual. We're in for Dark Ritual. Regrowth, funny enough, actually a card we would consider playing. Especially with this Dak Faden. We can loot away, like, payoff and stuff like that at a later point. Funny enough, if we find Thousand Year Storm, this is a win condition. Because it targets our opponent. Okay, Winds of Abandon. LED? Past in Flames. Gotta be Past in Flames. We probably wheel that LED. just takes its sweet time to go away. Understood. We have like a pretty reasonable amount of this deck. I need a little more filtering. Ponder good, Chart of Course good. Wouldn't hate looting. Birdie. Birdie very good. Yeah, I don't think I want anything else, so we'll just take Birdie. Birdie meaning that our Dark Ritual randomly makes red is actually huge. Dismember, Dam, Dark Depths, Underworld Breach. We did it, everyone. We found both Past in Flames. Opposition, Titan, Blood Chief's Thirst. Take Waterlogged Grove, I guess? Turn a land. I will take Waterlogged Grove, methinks. Blue and green are both colors I would like to make. Green for Heartbeat of Spring. Exclusively Heartbeat of Spring? Maybe we don't play Heartbeat. Heartbeat very good. Okay. Damnation's like fine. If we end up queued against an aggro deck, we can play that pretty easy. The Braid is just gonna have targets like a decent portion of the time. Answer's probably important here. Just for setup. I have a sneaking suspicion we're cutting AV. We're possibly cutting Heartbeat too. Alright. Clearing isn't crazy. Top 5 cards in your library. You may play cards exile this way until end of turn. Play an additional land. Take Regrowth. We got LED back. Let's go. Take Blooming Marsh. Aura Shards is unplayable in this deck. We somehow got AV and Past in Flames and Underworld Breach. I'm sorry, Lion's Eye Diamond. Underworld Breach. Like, this is nuts. Lotus Petal is very good. Cloudskate is like fine. Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual probably wheels. I think we can take Petal here pretty safely. Showing the Yawgmoth bargain. Yawgwill. Yawgwill very good. We'll take Yawgwill. We have all three versions of Yawgwill. We have Yawgwill, Past in Flames, and Underworld Breach. This is pretty insane. I would be absolutely over the moon to find High Tide or... I guess not really High Tide, honestly, because we're not blue enough. But I would like to find Brain Freeze. Pyretic Ritual, Wheel of Fortune. All of these are good. I think I can take Wheel, and I think Ritual is... I think we take Wheel of Fortune, and I think Pyretic Ritual wheels. I would also be interested in a Mox Diamond, but I think Wheel of Fortune is just actively better here. Yeah, I think that Regrowth is out. I think that Heartbeat is out. AV goes. That's insane. This is Jund? That's not crazy. This is red, blue. White is not a color we need for any particular reason. What's the... Probably Proving Ground. That's very good. Fact or Fiction. Pretty decent, not gonna lie. Echo. It's Echo. I lied. Tarn. I don't hate Shelldock Isle. Treasure Cruise, very good. Expressive Iteration, very good. I think we'll take EI. Take a red and black land that doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything either. I guess we just take a piece of fixing. Okay, Bayou. See if we can get that heartbeat back in there. What's this? Heartbeat. Move that to sideboard. I think I want Dak for the selection. Visionary, not that great. This is fine. I guess that's the one we're most interested in. Ritual did indeed wheel. Let's go, we're good at this game. Move a Braid to the sideboard. I guess it's Mesmeric Fiend, but I'm not like sold on it or in love with it or anything crazy. The fact that we didn't find like a hard to hand tutor is a little annoying. That means that we have to have a way to like draw our win condition. So like we can top deck tutor with Vamp Tutor, and then we have to like ponder into it or something. Badlands is fine. This is like here. I probably need to make like one cut. And I'm not sure what it is yet. Okay, we need to make a cut. I don't think we can cut anything that fuels us cards. So that means like Chart of Course has to stay, Ponder Portent, EI, Wheel of Fortune, Bergie all has to stay. I just realized we somehow didn't wheel Cabal Writ, and that feels like wrong and weird. Somebody just picked a Cabal Writ because? Strange. I'll have to go back and watch that and see if I just missed it, but like, it feels like somebody just randomly picked a Cabal Ritual. I don't think I need Regrowth. And then we add basics. Black Source. Clearing doesn't really do anything. Jundland does a lot of stuff. Blue-Green Land does stuff. Tarn does stuff. 1 red source, 2 red source, 3 red source, 4 red source, 1 black, 2 black, 3 black, 4 black, 5 black, 6 black. Okay. Like infinite green sources for no reason. I think I'm gonna shave a mountain and play an extra island so that I have 1, 2, 3 blue sources. 4 if we count Scalding Tarn. I can't math. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black. Plenty of green. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue. We're pretty blue light. Or don't. Take another blue source. Like, I want to be able to cast Ponder, Portent, Chart a Course, Electromancer, that kind of thing pretty early. Sure, this all seems fine. Let's run it. Alright, everybody, we forced Storm. Let's see what happens. Again, I appreciate everyone joining tonight. Plenty of ways you could choose to spend your Tuesday evening. I'm grateful you've chosen to spend it with me. For the handful of new names that I see in the channel today, hello, welcome. My name is Adam from Grand Rapids, Michigan. On this channel, we play primarily Eternal Magic the Gathering. What does that mean? So that means we play old Magic cards. Legacy, Vintage, Pauper. Once upon a time, the joke I told people was I play formats where Counterspell is legal. Now Modern has Counterspell, and you still won't catch me playing Modern. Sorry. Not sorry. But, yeah, tonight we are playing some Vintage Cube, which is a draft format for some of the most busted cards Magic the Gathering has ever had to offer, all jammed together, and you get to play dumb, ridiculous decks, like how tonight we have decided to play Storm. So we're going to cast a bunch of spells, then cast a Tendrils of Agony or an Ignite Memories, and use those to kill our opponent. Side note, Ignite Memories, just some of the sickest Magic art that has ever existed ever. Big fan. For those of you who follow the channel on a regular basis, we will be playing some more Borderlands on Thursday, and then I will be taking a long weekend starting on Friday and ranging through Monday, so you are likely to see some bonus content this weekend at some point. Stay tuned for that. Couldn't tell you what's going to be. Haven't decided yet, but it's probably going to happen, so come hang out for that when we make that happen. Meanwhile, we just need to queue into an opponent that either wants to lose to or dumpster our sweet Storm deck. Perfect. And Seabat, okay. That ain't it. Oh, okay. This is incredibly loose. This is where we just die to opponent going like end step and tomb. Oh no, they're just gonna... Okay, weird. Imdatarak? Signature. This is my Electromancer. Opponent is Bizarring. Not sure if that is good or bad for us, but we're gonna find out. How bizarre indeed, Greg. How bizarre, how bizarre. Greg, welcome to the party. We have forced Storm. And by forced, I only mean a little bit. It was pretty open, and our deck is actually, like, reasonably okay. Opponent has Entombed. Yes, I accept. One, two, three. Okay. What are you naming, opponent? Opponent has chosen Iona Shield of Emeria in our 4-color storm against our 4-color stone deck. I accept. Blue is probably fine. Okay. So opponent's at 10, right? How many of these things do we actually have to cast? LED? Seething Song. Ignite Memories. That's 9. We're not quite there, but we're like close. So, Greg, Ignite Memories? Oh, sure. Target player reveals a card at random from their hand. Damage that player equal that card's mana cost. They don't have any cards in hand. Alright. So, Greg, Ignite Memories was a... Oh, I should have kept that pedal. What am I doing? That'll do. LED. Seething Song. Crack for black. Yawgmoth's Will. Okay. Lotus Petal. LED. Seething Song. Ignite memories. Oh, opponent had a mountain. Oh no. Yikes. Alright, well, we tried. Okay, so opponent is Reanimator. Alright, so I wouldn't hit a trophy here. And then... Hymn to Turok feels questionable. Beyond that, I think we're fine. I think we're basically just trying to race. Okay. Yeah, the random reveal mountain was terrible. I needed it to be like Animate Dead or some trash. Okay, okay, okay. Hear me out. Ritual. Pyretic Ritual. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This is not really where we were looking to go, but we went there. Yeah, we were just mana short. Okay. We can trophy ourselves here? No, we can't trophy ourselves. What am I talking about? This doesn't do that. It says opponent. Rip. I'll play Blooming Marsh. I guess I'll duress you? I'll take your Wheel of Fortune. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, that's right. You have protection from instants randomly. Okay. Okay. So this is Desperate Ritual into Yogg Will with a red floating, which doesn't get us anywhere. Yeah, so it's +1, 1, 2, 3, 2 and a black, Yogg Will. Yeah, we're just not quite there. I don't think opponent can win. Opponent 15's us here. We go to 5. They played Mountain. Sure. We're gonna end step Vamp Tutor. I think we can Vamp here for LED? And then it's Ritual, Yogg Bargain, in response, crack, go off? Sure. Okay. LED. Crack this for black. And this is Dark Ritual, Pyretic Ritual, Desperate Ritual, Vampiric Tutor, put Tendrils up top, this for blue, Ponder, no. Hey, there we go. Alright, now we're gonna do it one more time. Greg left to watch Sing 2. Yeah, so I don't think that we change anything. I think that our game plan is just let opponent die under their garbage. Trophy still seems reasonable. Yeah, we're just gonna run it back. So this is Mesmeric Fiend into nothing? I mean, we can turn one Mezzy Fiend. That's not terrible. I think I'm just gonna let this happen, strangely enough. Like, this hand is not good. You have Entombed. Okay. I will fetch with Scalding Tarn. I will get Badlands. I will play Lotus Petal. I will cast Mesmeric Fiend. The rest of opponent's hand is uncastable garbage. Opponent's hand confirmed, still bad. Nope. We will not shuffle. D's. There's a swamp. I know that opponent has drawn Olivia that they can't cast. Okay. This is silent clearing. Like, we can't really win here, but opponent can't really do anything either. That's dangerous. We have to kill if we cast that. Okay. If we give them a turn, they can't cast Ulamog, they can cast Archon. We discard a card, which is probably Breach. Alright. So the thing is, Jerry, Magic is actually, like, fine if you want it to be. A lot of people want to argue that Magic is bad, so Magic feels bad. I think that ultimately Magic is not actually in that bad a spot, other than, like, a couple of really problematic recent cards. Okay, how do we beat this? I know that opponent is drawing Unburial Rites that they cannot cast. Greg, I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream. I had to cut it off because a lot of what was up top, due to the recent dies, it was dead. Okay. So, what do we got? They've got Unburial Rites through the Breach. Breach is castable if they basically draw any red source. I just don't have anything going on. I don't know, Greg. It is very much short. I think it is the shortest you have probably ever seen it since I have lived down here. This is the shortest my wife has ever seen it. Blue, black, red. Oh. Blue, red, black, Dak Faden. Okay. Breach, Heartbeat. That Signet is very good. Okay. It sure does, Terry. Alright. We're gonna plus target me. Okay. Red. Black. Ritual. Lotus Petal. Wheel of Fortune. Seething Song. Dark Ritual. Yeah, let's go! Terry, it's okay. I still love you. Get some sleep, friend. And everyone, we are now 1-0 with Storm. The deck notoriously known for being a trap. Yeah, so Greg, basically, opponent got a pretty reasonable quick hand game one. And we did not. Okay. This hand is really close. We just need a blue source. Yeah, so like opponent had a quick Iona that shut off like 2 of our cards in hand. Okay. Okay. So worst case scenario, we Mesmeric Fiend here. There's an argument there that we're supposed to Dark Ritual Mezzy Fiend on the spot. Because if they have another Plains and a Planeswalker like Gideon or something, we're in a... Yeah, that doesn't matter. This card is irrelevant. This is a 1-1. Okay. Opponent's hand does nothing. Let's go. Basic Plains. Level up. Well, you unfortunately also don't make blue, but I guess we're gonna play you. So, like, opponent's hand is currently bricks. They hit us for 8. Yup. 6. Opponent isn't even going to play their land drop? That's questionable. Godless Shrine, sure. Okay. What does this button do? Can I EI here? One of these is going to hand. I think that that's going to be... Yogwill? Wheel of Fortune to the bottom. Basic Swamp. Play basic Swamp. Dark Ritual. Yawgmoth's Will. Lotus Petal. We're gonna cast Dark Ritual anyway. Six. Okay. This is any order shuffle? That's actually stellar. Opponent dies? We attack with Mesmeric Fiend for lethal. Sick. Mesmeric Fiend doing the Lord's work. Damnation, Burst Lightning, Abrade. Duress can probably go. Mezzy Fiend can probably go. And cut Heartbeat? Seems fine. Greg, please don't get me started. We've had enough bullshit with that recently. Figure of Destiny, okay. So, I made a comment that I have been avoiding social media like the plague. Greg, that's why. This one. Chart a course. No. Yeah, I have been avoiding social media like the plague because the kinds of things I want to say right now in regards to that particular situation would probably get me blackbagged. I definitely don't need the Pain Land. Okay. So apparently opponent's just like the White X aggro deck, which I think that we can beat. Opponent hasn't played any real lock pieces. They're just trying to be aggressive in Geddon and stuff. That's it. Casper. We can ponder Ritual off Bergie. I mean, rude, but okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 79. Okay. 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 How do we win this game? If we're going to win this game, it starts with us casting Wheel of Fortune, I think? I want to play one of these lands. This is actually important. I guess that we're kind of banking on drawing Dark Ritual. So we go Island, Ritual. Yikes. I should have tapped the blue there. If I tap the blue, we don't actually die here. Yikes. Alright. Damnation, Tendrils, Path in Flames, Ignite Memories. Yeah, I think we just run it back. We could board in this trophy, but I don't really think I want to cut anything to do that. Like, for all the Thalia type cards that we could try to kill, I think that, like, just having something like Goblin Electromancer does the same thing. It's close. Sure. Shipping Breach, I guess? Alright. I'm gonna ponder first here just to kind of get through this. Opponent is just, like, considering what they do about this ponder. Grove. Ritual. Mana Flare. I think I'm gonna shuffle. I think our game plan here is just to land Goblin Electromancer on 2 and let opponent figure it out. Welcome back, Underworld Breach. So glad to have you. By playing this, it also kind of lulls opponent into thinking about, like, how do they try to remove this? Do they commit to the board? Because if opponent, like, had just their game plan was like Slam Threat Armageddon, this gets worse. Opponent is taking a long time to think about, like, every spell we cast. I honestly think that what's bailing me out here is the fact that I know, like, LED timing. Recruiter of the Guard resolves. You show me what we're getting, opponent. I'll tell you how much it matters. Okay. I would love to draw, like, a braid here or something. Like, abrading this Soul Ring would be huge. Like, inconceivably huge. That doesn't matter. Yep. Yep. Second Black Source. We're gonna grab Wheel of Fortune to hand. Yogg Will on bottom. Exile Ritual. Nope. Losing that ritual is kind of a big deal. Only kinda, but... Ravages, yep. Opponent's game plan is to recruiter me out of this game. Clamp, sure. We may lose to that Ravages, I'm not gonna lie to you. Finks, sure. We are in trouble. Specialist, sure. That feels incredibly incorrect. The game plan there should be attack, clamp, specialist, get back. Oh, it just does mana value 2. That's right. Okay. So it's not getting back recruiter. I guess that makes some sense. Sure. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 9, 10, 11. Yep. Opponent got me. That was close. Like, there's a world where we try to play around the Ravages, but I don't know that, like, that world is realistic. When opponent passed the Goblin, we play a tap land set up to wipe their board. Not that their board was much, but we set up to wipe their board and they Ravages us instead. Like, I don't know that we're really coming back from that. Losing that ritual was a big deal. Like, I would have loved to have had that ritual to be able to try to stitch something together. Not that we had the time to do that, but that would have been spectacular. Like, ritual into wheel with float it with open mana and stuff like that is very good for us. But alright, let's see if we can stitch together one more win. Get our get some play points out of this and move on with our lives. Yeah, that's what I thought. We can still cash the play points we've invested into this, so that's always good. Again, I appreciate everyone joining tonight. Plenty of ways you can choose to spend your Tuesday. Grateful you've chosen to spend it with me. If you like what you see here, please feel free to go ahead and give a follow. If you have Amazon Prime, then you have Twitch Prime. Feel free to throw me your Bezos bucks if you're not using it elsewhere. Everything I make on the channel goes right back into the channel. It means additional leagues. There are plans for custom emotes, bonus content, better lighting. My lighting here is a little haphazard. Luckily, I have the ability to set some mood lighting through some of my own personal equipment already around the home, but would be great to have this lit a little more effectively. So there's a lot of things that can happen for the channel that have not yet. Okay. This is so close to greatness, I don't feel like I can turn it down. A red source cracks this whole thing wide open. Like, straight up, all I need is a red source. Red source, we slam Bergie, then we Wheel of Fortune. Like, all of these things are good for us. I'm gonna play basic Swamp and pass. I want opponent to, like, think that we're some sort of, like, mono black, like, or black X, like, reanimator or some garbage. Savai Triome. We have one of those too. This is spectacular. Oh, I'll just grab Badlands. Sure. Mentor, you got it. Grove. Yeah. These are all bad. Opponent clocks for 5 here. I know that opponent has played Swift Spear. They haven't played a land yet? That's a good one. We're gonna play Bayou. Gonna him you. We hit basic plains and an arid mesa we didn't know about. What did opponent play last turn as land for turn? Was it basic plains? Sure. Okay. There's a conversation there to cast Mana Flare. Played their Inspiring Vantage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can have this Unholy Heat back. Giver. Yep, we're pretty dead. This is 5, play land 6. If we Mana Flare, yeah, we're just dead. That just didn't work out. Okay. Damnation. Burst Lightning. Abrade. Get rid of Duress. Get rid of Mezzifiend. Get rid of Heartbeat of Spring. Click Submit. Heartbeat and Mana Flare are just kind of sketchy. That ain't it. This ain't bad. Ship clearing. Ship of Braid. Savai Triome. Okay. Abbott. Yep, that's fine. Ponder. Don't shuffle. Play Copperline Gorge. Say go. This is unfortunate. This is Bergie. Skyclave takes Bergie. Okay. Okay. We're gonna fetch. Grab Badlands. Cast Pyretic Ritual. Cast Chart a Course. Rabble Master, okay. Five, six, seven, eight. Yawgmoth's Will, Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal. Pyretic Ritual. Oh, I don't have enough mana to do this. Why did I think I had enough mana to do this? Yikes. Well, okay. We got aggroed out, and I miscounted my math. What do you think about this again? We Yawg-Will, Petal. Do we have enough mana where we could Yawg-Will, Petal, Ritual? We didn't have access to Damnation, so we would have had a tutor plus draw. So the answer is no. We did not have the mana required to do all of the things. Okay. And maybe I burned... Maybe I was supposed to wait an extra turn on the Ignite Memories. And maybe instead what we do is Vampiric Tutor. Instead of discarding Vamp, we Vamp for like LED or Yawg-Will, and then just create a bigger Ignite Memories turn the next turn. That seems probably more correct. Because then we can do the thing, loot away some other random card, go off. Yeah, that was the line. We needed to wait one turn. We just Vamp Tutor on their turn, get our thing, then go off. Well, alright, that was fun and exciting. Yeah, so, again, thank you everyone for joining. I really appreciate it. If for some reason you still haven't found yourself in a Vintage Cube queue, do so. They're great. 100% huge fan of Vintage Cube. I will always play it every time it's up, forever and ever and ever at the end. Vintage Cube is excellent, and even when you're losing, you feel like some sort of incredibly powerful wizard, because your deck is still busted. Like, we went 1 and 2 tonight, and our deck was still absolutely absurdly busted. So, that's always sweet. But that's going to be it for me for tonight. I really appreciate you all being here. I will be back again on Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with some Borderlands 3. And then probably again later this weekend, sometime between Friday and next Monday, playing some Magic of some sort. There are a couple of conversations as to what it could be, yet TBD, so stay tuned. Alright everybody, that is it for me. You all have a great night. I really appreciate you being here. We'll see you again Thursday. Cheers.